is going on, folks? Morphin Metacast here. You know, this is another one of those things that happen, but Ultraman Gaia will be popping off very, 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 very soon. You know, me and Prime are doing our quick rewatch of that excellent show. But first off, how's it going, Prime?
Guten Tag, mein Dude, and Konnichiwa, moin Fräuleins.
Yeah, so I feel like we just accidentally come upon these trials and tribulations as Power Ranger fans since the last episode dropped. It is just like, what did we do to deserve this, Prime? I just really want to know, what did we do to deserve this?
I'll be on the internet minding my own goddamn business, being silly and goofy, and then this bullshit happens.
Look. I want people to understand, tweets don't lie, okay? Like, me and Prime were not making up any of the bullshit that one Mr. Pookie was saying. It people were really like definitive, like he didn't say. I'm like, bro, like the tweets were right there.
Right there. And did you see that shit when people would come up to me and it's like, that's not what he said, and then they'll screenshot the shot and it's literally what he said. I'm like, you do know I can read, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I question if you can, but you do know I can, right? And my whole thing is like my favorite fucking quote of all time. And like this is how I live my life, is that you can think that I'm stupid all the live long motherfucking day. Just don't fucking talk to me or treat me like I'm stupid.
Yeah, it's like, look, do I feel Pookie like there's a purpose? Like, I think there's a difference between, and I don't know if you agree with me, like between accidental xenophobia and purposeful xenophobia, where it's like, oh, you're doing this shit on purpose, right? And I think there is a measure of ignorant. Well, you know what? Not accidental, ignorant xenophobia, right?
You know, because I'm going to say we can't have a discussion about intent because, you know, I hate to say this, but you know, motherfuckers out here is dumb.
Yeah.
And the more I see how certain people interact, and I just use Dookie as an example.
Yeah.
The more we see Dookie interacts, I feel like he just doesn't have social intelligence, and I feel like. And I don't mean this in like a because this is gonna sound so mean.
Is it mean?
I'm trying to. How can I say this? And like, I'm not concerned trolling. I am not trying to say this to be mean. I'm not trying to say this to be funny. Like, I'm being very sincere when I feel like the more I see how Dookie interacts online, I think that he just does not have social intelligence, and I think that he may be on the spectrum. And so what he's doing from his point of view, from his perspective, he thinks it's normal because he just doesn't have social intelligence. You know, that's okay.
Yeah,
that's okay.
It is like, what it is.
Like, and the more I see that, the more like I'm starting not to fault him for that, because if he is generally socially inept in that way, he can't help that. However, you're also a grown ass man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
because it's like, look, somebody, and this is a good example. Like, obviously, like for me, you know, we both watched Power Rangers from its inception and stuck with it, right? And
we're the weirdos. By the way, we're the weirdos.
We're the weirdos, right? Yeah. So it's like, I understand, because you know, you grow up, there are certain people, like certain things, it happens where you just stop watching stuff and you just kind of have your interest splintered off into other things. It happens, right? So I never knocked anybody that was like, oh, I stopped watching Power Rangers after the first season. That's fair. Or they probably just they kind of petered off on interest of the show as the seasons kept going, and like Zeo was where they stopped, right? We both know that.
Right, or the people like, I just stopped reading comic books, or I stopped following Disney movies, or I stopped doing. You're allowed to like have your interests wane and wave. That is okay. That is perfectly acceptable. That is perfectly normal.
Yeah, because I stopped reading comics, keeping up with it after Onslaught. That was where like I kind of unknowingly stopped. Like I was still reading Wizard magazines to kind of see what the hell was happening in comics, but that was my only way of really keeping up, was Wizard magazine, right? So
yeah,
after Onslaught, I stopped.
Yeah, like the only period of my life, barring recently, and I can't even say that, the only period of my life where I stopped reading comic books was like for 4 years in middle school, where I just stopped. And it wasn't because I was like, oh, I'm too good for comics, or I just, you know, I don't like them anymore. It's like no one could take me to the comic book store anymore. So I just like
Yeah,
started
yeah.
using
You
my
just get to a point and
alliance
just like,
money, right? Started
just
using my alliance money on like video games and shit. So that is what it was.
so it's like with Power Rangers for us, like we kept up with it and we seen all the iterations, we seen what they can do, and then turn
Ups and the
around,
downs.
ups and downs and all that stuff, highs and lows and stuff. So when we see somebody that says literally like, oh, the people in the rubber monster suits and blah 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 blah, is very just like they're embarrassed in a way of it. It's like, no, we've been with this show for years and we've seen them still play the shit straight, even with the suits, and it works.
And that's my thing, because like how he said it, and like like what really got me, CJ, was that he said the statement right. And
Yeah.
we all responded. And like I didn't mean to ratio that motherfucker because I didn't even tag him in the
It's
tweet.
never, I mean, let's be real. Let's be real. Well, Twitter, I'm not going to even say X. Twitter, it's one of those things where you accidentally say something and it just happens in that direction. That's just
And that shit
social media.
Right, and it went so far to my circle. At a point, I felt a little bit bad because I'm like, I did not mean for this to blow up as big as it did.
Yeah.
But I'd be lying if I say I didn't feel gratified. Anyway, he makes a statement, right? And so then we all make our statements. Then he does the white man martial art of deflect, deny, and distract, and says that that's not what I meant. You're taking me out of context. And so then he says, this is what I actually meant. And it was exactly what we all read into it. I'm like, you do realize we all have reading comprehension, right? Like
it's right there. Like we were talking about here.
It's exactly, you said that. We read exactly what you meant from that the first time. And when you just said, this is what I meant, that's exactly what we got out of it, motherfucker. So like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's and it goes into like, shout out to everybody that listened to our One Piece episode. But it's like we said, like, I was bringing this example up to somebody because everybody's like getting on the girl that's supposed to be Snow White in Disney's live action reboot. Which
side note,
yeah,
shutting the fuck up is free.
I know, like, but it's like,
fuck.
On a basic level, I get where she's coming from because it's like, hey, this movie that came out in 1930s, that's the sensibilities, and we're doing something different. That's fair.
That's not how she said.
No, I know she didn't say it like that, but it's like I get the core of what she was saying, so I totally get that. And it's just, hey, words have meanings. You might need to kind of readjust how you say shit, so it ain't taken that way. But it's also kind of baffling because I'm like, grown ass men are really like vehemently like, fuck you, Snow White's beloved. I'm like, whoa, dude, chill. Like, I'm not even saying Snow White's all girls thing, but like, dude, chill. Like,
and I'm like, and you know what? And I kind of agree with you because I feel like some of these guys are just outrage farming. Because I'm like, do you personally?
Do you care about Snow White? Be honest.
Do you really care that much? Like, let's be free.
The sanctity of Snow White. I'm like, whoa, chill, dude. Like, you come on.
Do you
stop.
care that much?
Stop.
I mean, if you do, that's fucking dope.
That's cool. That's cool.
But do you really though?
That's why I'm like, if we could, and it goes back to when we were talking about Pookie. It's like, look, we're not outrage farming. It's just we know the fact that there have been people that when it comes to Power Rangers, Hollywood has this ew Power Ranger thing, and I'm like, why? Like, y'all really ewing this shit? Like, it's somehow like, I don't mind calling something cheesy because cheesy can be very endearing, but it's just people the way people say it. It's like ew.
It's like a four-letter word. It's like shit can't be fun. Shit can't, like they use campy like it's a derogatory thing, and I'm
suit.
Like, right. And so that's what kills me about this shit. Also, discussion where again, I didn't. When this guy got in his fucking feelings when I just said y'all are not gonna beat those xenophobia allegations, and it's like, I'm not a racist, I'm not a xenophobic.
Hey, look,
I didn't call you that.
Look, months ago when Prime said that, right? Prime was like, look, I ain't saying people are xenophobia. I was like, yeah, I don't want to say xenophobia too. Let's just see how it goes. Let them hear it. Let's hear them out. And then over the course of like maybe 3 months, I was sitting back like, man, these folks are not beating the xenophobia allegations.
They are not beating the allegations, bro, because I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt.
I was like, damn.
But like these motherfuckers is like, okay, well, the rubber suits, they look so cheap and they're so lame. It's like they should be CGI. Excuse me, sir. What would the CGI improve? What's the difference?
Okay. I have the tweet in front of me, Prime. Verbatim from him.
Okay, let it rip. Go.
I think, and this is my opinion, that to reach a large mainstream audience, the franchise has to move away from its tokusatsu roots. It's this that has kept Power Rangers niche for so long with the US audience. It needs to do this in a way that is fresh and compelling. Now I'm gonna stop right there.
So my thing is like, just say Japanese with your whole chest. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. Now,
me, dog. You know what I'm saying?
now, somebody again. This is a guy that he does a podcast. I respect him. He's great. I always love his opinions, but this is the one time like, okay, you slipped up a little bit. Now, I like Hyperforce, right? I like the show, right? Now, Hyperforce, for those that don't know, is basically Critical Role.
Power Rangers D&D.
Yeah, Power Rangers D&D. It's 3 hours. It's a 3-hour show block on Twitch. And it really expanded on the mythos of the Hyperforce Rangers and to the where they became canon within the Power Rangers mythos. It was great, right? And this dude was like, well, you know, there was a show that was out that didn't have the explosions and didn't have people in suits, and it was great and all that stuff. And I'm like, dude, that was a D&D Power Ranger show. You cannot compare that to like a show. Like, don't do that. Like, I get it. I like Hyperforce. It's not the same. It's not the same.
So just so I understand, and let me get a sip of my wine because I'm a fucking hater. So just so I understand, you have a problem with the rubber suits and, you know, the cost sunk fallacy. So you want to completely fire an entire makeup department division from your show. Okay, cool. And put all that work on maybe one CGI artist. And if you don't want to do that, then what you want to do is just have a bunch of people sit around a table and read a D&D manual as a action adventure show for children to watch. Do you all hear yourselves? Do you?
They don't.
I mean, I feel like, am I the one drinking crazy pills, bro?
And again, there's nothing wrong with doing something different, but there has to be like a reverence to the source. Because it's like, look, I'm just saying something. If you want Power Rangers divorced from Toku, that requires the company to actually put resources behind it. Because we could talk cash shit about Saban all day. One of the reasons why Mystic Knights of Tyranno didn't really skyrocket like Power Rangers is that it was an original production. There was a lot of money behind it, but they weren't getting any money back from it.
And they realized this shit costs money. Another thing, I know we bring this up a lot, but like Beetleborgs was actually for a minute more popular than people think I'm bullshitting.
It was.
I'm not. Beetleborgs was way more popular than Power Rangers at the time and would have gotten a third season. However, they ran out of B-Fighter footage to adapt. And I mean, I would have tried it, but I don't knock them for not trying it, but they didn't adapt the next show they came over. Kabutak was immediately followed B-Fighter, which was way more, let's just say, chibi SD suits that they didn't want to try for the American audience. And they just said, well, we'll just drop it.
Yeah, and that's the same thing with VR Troopers. VR Troopers was the thing. They burned through so much of Spillbane and all that stuff. And it's like, damn, what could have been? You know, and that's the thing. It's like Mystic Knights was expensive and it was ambitious. Don't get twisted. I think they had a good mythos. They had a good Bible and all that stuff. And it just,
bro, they had a box of donuts, $5 in a dream, and they let that shit work.
And look, I love that show. It, for some reason, it had no business fucking working, but it fucking worked. It's like, for something that's original, like American tokusatsu, this shit actually works.
Fuck. Because it's really good high concept. It's really good.
And also the time period, this is when Zenith and Hercules was at its apex. So it benefited from that too. So it was like, so it's like production. Yeah.
Let's go.
So it's like, if you want Power Rangers to be divorced from Toku roots, you have to have a company that's willing to put money behind it. And unfortunately,
and creatives with imagination, drive, and ambition behind to see the project through. Not somebody who's just coasting paycheck to fucking paycheck. I'm sorry, was that shade too dark? I
mean, look, the before he died, he, you know, what's his face wanted Power Rangers to kind of like, he wasn't big on, I forgot the guy's name, but like he wasn't big on.
Was it Jonathan?
It might have been Jonathan, I think.
Yeah, but he means Saban's friend that was begging him for years to bring Power Rangers to Hasbro, that guy?
Yeah, and like his thing was like he wasn't really big on changing the suits every year type thing, which, okay, I get it because you want continuity, but like,
which is strange to me, especially coming from Hasbro, because you would think they would just chomp at the bit to like recycle, like, oh, new toys every year.
New toys every year, money, you know. But like, I guess it's the thing of you want that MMPR consistency that you got through seasons 1 through 3. But the problem with that was like they were really like stretching thin on stories to even
And
for that to
stretching.
even fucking work.
Right. And then, yet again, film all that original footage. And as our favorite EP Dookie likes to remind us that, fight scenes cost money.
But then the next thing that he said, I mean, dropping the aspects that lead to many people regarding Power Rangers as cheap, campy, or corny, rubber monsters, spandex suits, larger than life demonstrative acting style, sped up action sequence, to name a few things. So you're taking everything about Power Rangers off the table.
And off the table. And so, and then here's also my thing. Because this fucking annoying me, because he said, where's the tweet where he said about how it could be successful?
Yeah, that was part of the tweets, because I can't even find the tweets that came from this.
Because he deleted them because the motherfucker has no spine.
Yeah, so
so
tweets are forever.
That is screenshots are forever. And so he said that it could be successful. Here's my thing, CJ. Here's my issue.
Yeah.
Sir. You were in the driver's seat. You were in control. So Power Rangers could have been successful by any metric that you envision, but it wasn't, because it didn't matter to you. You don't care.
You had Q
and you can give me.
You could have still did your Dark Ranger and all that other stuff if you wanted to.
And you can give me that horse shit about, it's Saban reason we can't do X, Y, and Z, or Hasbro said this, Netflix said that. Okay, deal with it. Like, work within the framework. Like, it just boggles my fucking mind to hear him bitch and moan about certain things where other people doing other tokusatsu productions. Like, I think I told this story before. Like the Ultraman Trigger.
Mm-hmm.
Not one of my favorite Ultramans, because it's just, it's kind of sloppy. But the people, when they were doing it, they had envisioned the show one way. They had this grand idea. They went to the money people. The money people said, we're not doing that. So they're like, all right, let's readjust, let's readapt, and let's just make it work. So Ultraman Trigger didn't work out all that well for them. So they went, okay, well then let's do a sequel series. Let's do it like we did with Tiga to Dinah. Let's do Ultraman Decker. They had an idea. They went with it because they still had some of these sets and shit left over from Decker that saved them some money. And they were able to, apply it and do X, Y, and Z. And Ultraman Decker is actually one of my favorite fucking Ultraman shows. As a matter of fact, it retroactively improves Trigger. So like, this is just the name of the game. Like, know how to work within your means. And have you ever noticed, CJ, because this is getting on my last damn nerve, is that whenever it's something that the fans don't like that's in the show, he goes, oh, well, that wasn't us. That was a mandate from Saban. Or, oh, Netflix said that. Or Hasbro did that. But when it's something that people like, he's like, oh, yeah, that was my idea. I did that. That's real strange, isn't it? Isn't that kind of weird?
That's the thing. The only thing I would give them about Netflix mandate is the 10 episodes, because Netflix is cheap like that. That's the only thing I'll give them. Because Netflix has a history of doing that shit. We talked at length about Voltron and all that shit and what they did. So I'll give them that.
But here's my thing about that, though. Most of the times when Netflix does that shit, like Netflix is full of shit. We all know this. When they go, oh, we renewed this show for a second season. No, you mean you're just going to release your season 1 batch? Because you ordered 22 episodes and you're releasing 11 here and 11 here. Like, we know you're bullshit, Netflix. Like, don't.
Inside baseball, Disney's doing the same thing with Daredevil.
The same exact damn thing.
Oh, you're getting a lot of episodes for that first season, but we're going to split that shit. And I'm like,
So yeah, 3 or 2 seasons on Netflix is just a 1 season of a regular show. Like, come on, call us.
Oh, but Prime, Zaito didn't get demoted.
I cannot wait for the 29th because I'm living for the memes, sir. Because
when you have 10 episodes, something's going to falter. And you know what faltered? The characters.
The black man. You know what? And I cannot wait. Because all that shit, because you ever know, he noticed how he got real fucking defensive. He's like, he didn't get demoted. He's the Zenith Ranger. Well, look, we're the Zenith Negroes. We're the Zenith Negroes.
Exactly. I mean, it's like, I get it, but it's like, look, if Cosmic Fury was 22 episodes, I'll give you the slither of a benefit of the doubt. Because it's like, all right, you got room to do something with them with 22 episodes, right? It ain't my ideal number of episodes, but fine. But 10 episodes, like, that ain't enough, man. Like that that don't give me any hope. Because it's like you said, this could be countdown to destruction, but I don't
That's
know.
what I'm saying. Like on paper, a 10 episode Power Ranger grand finale series should be like a 10-hour countdown to destruction movie.
Mm-hmm.
These are the people who brought us Ninja Steel. Y'all trust them with that?
And turned around and different writers made Beast Morphers, which was slightly better. But I mean, hey, when you're starting from the bottom, hey, you know, you can only go but up.
That's a good ass cracker, as you said, CJ. That's a good ass cracker.
You can only go but up. And then all of a sudden, Dino Fury, all right, this has promise. And then it's like, damn it. Damn it. I didn't hate it. It's just like, all right, that's how it ends. Cool. Sure.
Y'all really slobbing this man's knob off for doing a shittier version of the Mr. Freeze story. Okay, cool. That's nice.
With Void Knight, who that could have been Korag easily, and it's just like
could have been easily an iconic fucking character.
Yeah, and he turned into he's an okay character.
He's
which
fine.
It's like the bare minimum, and it's like what could have been. And it sucks too because it's like a lot of us don't want to compare the Sentai to Power Rangers because they operate on two different spectrums.
Right, but like you just can't help because a lot of the elements are shared and a lot of ideas are like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because we could look. There's a reason why a lot of us like Jungle Fury because they took the basics of Geki Ranger and they created their own world out of it, and it worked.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the Spirit Rangers. If you told me the Spirit Rangers be a thing, I'd be like, get the hell out of here. And I'm like, oh shit, they actually did it. Damn.
Right. It did its own thing when it needed to do. It remixed the Japanese when it needed to, and it just made the best of the situations as it needed to do.
Same thing with Time Force. Same thing. Time Force. Same thing. Remixed it in certain aspects and stuff like that, and did what it did. We joke about Wild Force. It did its own thing. Hey, you know, whatever you feel about Wild Force, you know, it's up in the air, but it did its own thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all you need for Power Rangers. It's like you don't have to divorce it wholly from Toku just to say I did my own thing. Because my thing is this: once you divorce it from Toku, that shit better be good.
That shit better be popping on all cylinders. And again, need I remind you, the director behind Ninja Steel is out here acting like he did Forever Red. Like, where are we at, dog? What are we doing here? What are we doing?
Look, I said it before. The fact that the highlight of Ninja Steel was JDF in the Master Morpher, I feel really bad because it's like I'm not shitting on the actors that played the characters in that show. It's not their fault. You work with what you're given.
Right.
But damn, like I barely remember stuff. I barely remember stuff from Ninja Steel. That says a lot.
They were given subpar material. That's not their fault. Like we have never ever attacked. As far as I remember, as far as I know, we have never said anything ill about any of the actors. Even fucking Rick and Morty. What's not Rick and Morty? Victor and what are their fucking names?
Ah shit.
Victor and Hugo. What are the two fucking bully characters? Even those motherfuckers, I had never said anything negative about them because I'm like, those kids seem like they're really good actors. They're giving it their all. I respect that.
I mean, we said that about Megaforce and Super Megaforce. It's like, hey, look, you work with what you're given, and it just is what it is. Like, it's not the fault of the actors. It's just like, hey, this is what they were told to do, and they're like, all right, fuck it, you know. And I felt bad for them because there were some people that were attacking them, like they wrote the script. I'm like, these motherfuckers didn't write the script. They didn't like. And I feel bad that they had to apologize. I'm like, no, you don't need to apologize here. Like,
it's not your fault the writing sucks, dog.
I felt really bad because I was like, bro, I feel so sad for these white kids. Like, yo,
right, and especially when you see them on like Instagram when they're like, damn, they got personality. Yeah, that sucks. What tragedy?
It's like, damn. Oh my god,
poor white kids. Goddamn.
It's like, you need a hug.
You guys want some bourbon stocks? You okay?
I mean, but like, nah, it's just like, look, look, am I optimistic that Cosmic Fury could be good? Sure. Like, look, I saw the trailer. I like seeing the Dark Ranger. You know, I like seeing, you know, everybody dubbing those Billy's kids, which that's questionable in and of itself on that, but whatevs.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Billy needs a Down on Thunder team, but like, damn, what is up with him taking single mothers' kids? Like, what's going on, Billy? What's happening? Is that what you're doing? Those are Salon's kids. How dare you?
Hey, sometimes you got to get whirlwind in the air and blown up.
So respectful, though. So respectful.
We'll get to that in a minute. Hey, but Prime, guess what? Master Morpher is out in the wild now.
Yeah. So me and my boy Alex, we were trying to debate like how much is that shit gonna cost. We
How much is the
arrived at
how much was the regular Lightning Collection Morpher?
wasn't it like I remember like $60 or $75.
Hold on,
Am I making
let
that
me
number
look
up?
it up. Let me look it up.
Because I
Lightning.
know recently I saw the pink and yellow ones. They're going for like 30 on sale at GameStop.
So yellow is going for 70 on Amazon.
God damn. So yeah, I need to make that number up.
And hold up. Yeah, Hasbro is on there. So let's see if Hasbro Pulse, how much they're charging. Because you know they had it on their site for a minute. Oh, it's sold out. So
Of course it is.
let me see. Let me type in Morpher to see. Because you know they restocked everything now and stuff. So let's see. Mighty Morphin Pink, Morpher sold out. Yeah, because I forgot they put everything back up and everybody cleared out. Yeah, so I would say $70. If this is going for 70 on Amazon, I think it's
Now,
gonna be. I think it's gonna be 120.
see, that's my thing. Like if it's over 100, because like it's JDF, I feel like they think they'll get away with 160. That's what I'm nervous about.
They're pushing it, and when somebody dies, you pushing people's emotions to the brink of like, maybe I'll do it, but then you get the
And I mean,
ingenuity people like me. It's like, well, I already got a Lightning Collection Morpher. I can just go to Starlight Studios and get their little plates and
however,
coins
though, I
and
want those JDF voice clips though.
yeah, you're right. You're right.
I mean, I'm gonna buy it. I'm not gonna like myself afterwards, but I am getting it.
Hey, look, I said as much when we talked about it last time with the HasLab shit with the power weapons. I might just bite my tongue and just get it just to complete it and
That's what they're counting on. People
turn
like
my
you.
back, turn my back. And, God, man. Damn, this yeah. But I saw that and I was like, it's out in the wild. I'm like, yo, it's like Hasbro don't give a fuck anymore.
Absolutely none.
They
They
do not, man.
they are check the fuck out. They are so done with this shit.
Official title of the new Super Sentai is Bakuga Sentai Boom. Was it Boom Boom right? Boom Boomger?
Boom Boomger. So the fact that they dropped that on 9/11, they thought we didn't notice, but we did.
Um, supposedly their return to vehicle based Sentai.
That's the rumor on the street, which is okay.
Gimmick using magnets to combine, i.e., crashing, which yeah, you can't say that shit on 9/11. So,
I mean, from one shit poster to the next, I gotta respect the game, man. I'm sorry.
yeah. Garu is getting a complete style gigantic of the Garukin sword, which holy shit.
Looks fucking nice.
I'm not huge into Garu, but I respect it. I don't know if I would go out my way to buy it, but hey, respect to anybody that gets it. They haven't put out a price yet. It looks dope. I think this is like the golden age of if you're trying to get like life size, show accurate, props and stuff. This is like the greatest time ever to get it. Like it's been great. And I mean, granted, this has been going on for a while with the complete selection modification line with Kamen Rider and stuff, but it's been good. I mean, yeah, even there in America, when Bandai was doing their stuff with the Golden Power staff and all that stuff, I always thought that was pretty dope to have because it's a clearly there's a market for that stuff. People have been wanting that for years, so I feel they should indulge it. I think that's probably why a lot of us are feeling some way about Hasbro because I'm like, you guys are leaving money on the table here. You know that, right? Like,
bro, they don't give a single fuck.
I'm not even saying you gotta mass produce the shit in quantities here, but if you at least give a shit and release it in like limited, I mean, people will buy it, obviously. But hey, what can I do? Did you see that Godzilla -1 teaser?
I had. I also saw that promotional image that they released for it, and I'm very excited.
Yeah, I like it. I like that it's a updated version of the OG Godzilla movie. It's kind of like a different, like a new coat of paint, like the HD version of that story, which I think is pretty great and stuff. I think Godzilla is one of those enduring properties that you can't really fuck up, and it's like a moneymaker. I mean, you saw how everybody loves Shin Godzilla. Like everybody fell over their faces over it, which was, I mean, made sense and stuff. I wish it got a follow up though. That's probably the only thing I wish it did.
You know what? I'm happy that it didn't.
Think they
I don't know, man. Yeah, that ending was perfect. I'm sorry.
I think we just saw all the monsters in the tail and assumed we were gonna get something else, and then it's like, oh, nothing. You know,
no. I think that ending was perfect. I thought it ended how it needed to end.
Yeah. Speaking of which, and they are smoking crack tier. Did you see that price for that fucking DX Imagination belt?
Disney can kiss my whole black ass.
You know, I thought a lot of us, we assumed it was gonna be, we thought if it was gonna be like 220 or something like that, right? Like I was like, oh, that's about right. Right? $365 motherfucking dollars.
When I tell you, bro, Minnie Mouse better be giving me a sloppy while Mickey is doing a reach around, because I'd be damned.
$365, and it comes with 10 keys. Grogu from The Mandalorian, Tiana from Princess and the Frog, Marvel's Iron Man, Simba from Lion King, Woody from Toy Story, Snow White, Moana, Elsa, and Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse. And there's like specific keys to those characters, which, I mean, they look dope as shit. I ain't gonna lie. The belt looks dope. I saw a lot of people that were excited because they were like, hey, maybe I can do a custom cosplay Kamen Rider for it. Which, hey, look, I'm curious on people that do that, but 365, I'm like, I'm good. I went from my curiosity was peaked to, I looked at the price and I was like, I'm good.
I'm out. Yeah. May the force be with you, because I won't be.
No, hell no. That speaks volumes, because it's like, but CJ, didn't you buy the Gokaiger saber and the gun? Yeah, but it was worth it though. Like,
I was gonna say, it doesn't matter what I fucking buy. I'm not buying that shit.
I know, right? It's like, come on, like, you know, because people tend to do that. They'd be like, but didn't you do that? I'm like, what does it matter? Like,
it's not the same damn thing.
Not the same, dog. Like, my love for one does not supersede the other. Well, it does supersede the other. Wow, I'm talking
literally, because I'm not buying that shit. Yeah.
Hey, did you see the pics of those Power Ranger sneakers from fun.com?
I did. Isn't this like the third pair of sets of sneakers we've gotten?
Yeah, and they
then the hits keep coming, huh?
They don't look too hot. And I'm like, like this is what happens when you get like the great value version of something.
Right, because we did start at a pinnacle and it's just kind of been like coming out, trickling down, you know what I mean?
Like, we just had some Reebok Power Ranger shoes that came out that look dope as shit. And it's like, hey, here's these not Converse Power Ranger shoes. And I'm like, I'm good, dog.
Not Converses.
It really is. Cause I look at these shoes and I'm like, I feel like if I put these shoes on, them shits are gonna like tear apart somehow, some way. I don't know. They don't look like they got good arch support. I can't really put my finger on it. But hey, no, more power to people that get it. Like, it's just, look, it's just sometimes, you know, because they're $40 for the shoes, which, hey, you know, $40 doesn't necessarily mean they're bad quality. It's just something feels off about it, you know, where you just wish there was, like, I'm not saying Nike should be, but it would be nice to get like Nike brand Power Ranger shoes and stuff. But I know that's probably like a lot of licensing that you probably have to, red tape you have to go through. So.
Right. It might be a little bit too much.
Yeah. I mean, hey, look, the Reebok ones, I got two of them. I got the Yellow Ranger one and I got the Black Ranger one. So I'm happy with it. So Super 7 is coming out with a Rita Repulsa Violet edition of the Ultimate figures, which I tend to forget. Nice. I totally forgot Super 7 is still doing Power Ranger toys.
They're chugging that shit along. I ain't mad at them.
Because that Godar I saw at San Diego looked dope as shit. Like, it looked better than the Lightning Collection one.
Like, all they shit look better than Lightning Collection. It's just like,
I mean, hey, look, the price of it, you see why.
You know? Right. That's what I'm like. But it's like, yeah, look at the price. Look at what's the fallacy, the sunk cost fallacy here.
Yeah.
But they do look lovely. They do look quite lovely. Quite lovely.
The tickets are coming on sale for the Kamen Rider 5's 20th anniversary movie, which and
they just revealed that Kaiser has that super form now.
Bro, did you use that, man? Updated suits, updated phones. Which it's ironic though. I think they did that was purposely updated to go along with the new Kamen Rider show.
Oh, Gachar, probably.
Yeah, because he has a cell phone as a morpher, so I'm like, that actually makes sense.
Well, not really. It's
You
kind of
don't
like a
think?
card. No, it's more like a card reader. I think he has a cell phone gadget, but they all have cell phone gadgets. They've all had
Yeah,
cell phone gadgets recently.
yeah.
But no, that's not his belt. His belt's more like a card scanner reader thing.
Who do you think they're gonna have as Kaiser though?
I thought they got Old Boy back.
You think they did?
Wasn't he posting about it?
I don't know.
Kaiser
Maybe he was. I thought his character got killed.
Well, yeah, his character has died. He's been back 3 times already. So I don't think
Okay,
that's
hey, look. Hey, look. At this point with Toku, it's Toku is weird because it's like I don't even know why I said that shit because bro, every time they do a fucking like Abba Ranger comes back, fucking Abba Killer comes back for mysterious reasons, and it's like I don't even know why I'm sitting up. See, this is the see. That's my normie nature eking out on that one. I'm like, how the fuck am I even asking? Did he die? Like, this like anybody can come back. What the fuck am I talking about?
I'm gonna say Abba Killer literally said, "I'm the strongest, resurrected as the strongest in hell."
It's like fuck death. I'm back.
Like I slapped the Grim Reaper in the titty. Kept moving.
Told me I can come back for a day. It's like, all right.
What's she gonna do? Who gonna stop me?
Yo, I swear to God, man, these Shoto fucking toys, I really be looking at them like, do I really need it? And then it's like,
I don't know, man. That dude I follow who be posting his pictures of, I'm like, I can't even give me some of these.
It's like, but life be life, and it's like,
right, really adulting be adulting, you know what I'm saying?
That's why I like when I got the Gokaiger stuff. I was like, yeah, this is probably the only stuff I'm gonna get. And then like I remember talking to somebody, and I was like, but that like you can pay that shit. Maybe I can do the payments.
I'm telling them shit's gonna ruin me, dog.
Bro, look, I feel the gift and the curse of being a fan of anything that you like toys is that when as soon as they say you can put shit on layaway, which it's not a foreign concept if you grew up because sometimes your parents put stuff on layaway if they were getting toys for you growing up. It's not a everybody does layaway as a poor thing, and I'm like, no, just if you don't got the money right now for it, you put it on layaway. That's just how it works, But
I'm saying, yeah.
If I don't have the money for this toy, I can put this toy on layaway and I can pay it when I get paid. That's how it works. Why not? Why not use the system that's in front of me right now? So
exactly. Why don't I get a benefits from it? How about that?
I'm a grown adult.
I do what I want.
Which I think that's gonna be. That's why it's like if I have kids, it's like shit. I can't tell the kid I don't got the money, especially I can put the shit on layaway. I can't use that fucking excuse anymore.
Tell you, man, that PayPal paying for fucking me up, dog.
Like, shout out to Julian. He said the same thing because he bought a bunch of the Geets figure arts. He's like, bro, I see that PayPal on 4. I'll be like, I guess I gotta get this Geets figure art. And I was like, hey, I don't blame you, dog. I don't blame you.
Yeah. I still gotta get Tycoon. Speaking of, I got everybody else but him.
That was what he has his videos up on his IG. He got Tycoon. I was like, oh man, that shit look.
Damn, I gotta get one. Fuck.
Yeah, I think they're having a sale for is it on Toku Collectibles or is it P Bandai?
Oh, did you see on P Bandai they opened up what's it called, the Narukiki world, where you can actually directly buy like belts and shit from them now?
Where? On the USA one?
Yeah, on the USA one. What's it called? Yeah.
Is it
Narukiri world. I butchered that.
Oh, I am on it right now. So right now you can get the Typhoon belt, $500. The Century King Moon driver, $400. The Loxy drivers from Gaim, $140. Wow, holy shit.
Yeah, I'm getting that Gachar driver when I get paid.
I do not blame you. It's a good price. It is. Sheesh.
And I might get one of these Geets boxes just to have them.
You see, Hasbro, this could be you, but you playing.
I know, right? They fucking up. Definitely got to get that Tycoon driver.
Dude, my girl will whoop
Buckle.
my ass. So you pay for how much for that Typhoon belt? I'm like, but babe, I can wear it at the wedding.
But I'm Kamen Rider. I'm a Kamen. Shut your ass up.
Probably, I swear to God, I will buy that Typhoon belt. I'll be like, hey, I'm trying to make sure this $500 investment worth it. I start doing the fucking poses and shit.
Put your tracksuit on underneath and shit and go, "Too."
It's like the fiance gonna look at me like, hey, you married into this. You knew what you were getting into. Let's not do this.
You knew what I was about.
You knew what I was about, and you said you loved it. Oh man. That's married life. That's how it is.
Well, I'll tell you this though. Let me break kayfabe real quick. If anything else, the two of you have to be in cahoots.
Oh no, we trust me. We are already with the shits and being in cahoots at times. So trust me, it's starting, which I think is a good thing. It's a good thing.
Like I said, you and your partner, you got to be co-conspirators. Okay.
Oh, we ain't co-conspirating. She'll co-conspiracy me into going on a trip and be giving me the highs and lows of what to do. And I was like, you know what? You right. I guess we can go on this trip. Fine. Cool. You right. You right. Like, you got me. You got me.
We planning moves now. Let me shut the hell up. Can't let y'all guess my moves.
Who am I to deny this fun time that you have sold me on? All right. So yeah, it is a two-way street. But so yeah, Prime, I felt the time has come, the dust has settled after many, many months and stuff. We really need to talk about Power Rangers once and always. I felt, after we did the live reaction and stuff, we had our thoughts out there, and I was like, you know what, let's give it time for us to let it marinate. Let us really echo our thoughts on this special that was commemorating 30th anniversary of Power Rangers. That actually is a sort of sequel to the original series and a franchise, and also a prequel to Cosmic Fury in such a way, and the lore of even the comics and stuff for sure. And really just kind of like echo like our thoughts and stuff, and whether it's changed since the initial showing of it back in April, or whether it's still the same.
Right.
I'll let you go first.
So spoiler alerts, they really haven't. The same things that I feel when I was watching this, kind of the same way. And when you said you wanted to redo this again, I said, well, let me rewatch it real quick to see.
Yeah.
And I couldn't be asked. I'm like, I refuse. Like, I was like, one time was enough. I never want to see that special ever again in my life.
I'll watch it again. There's a lot of it was definitely a lot of glaring stuff that even if I use my imagination and ignore it, it can't. It's like you can't help but to notice it.
Like I said it, like, and it's a lot of things, and like I still notice them to this day. And again, up front, keeping it 100. If you like this special, if you think this is the best anniversary special or the best anniversary thing that Power Rangers have ever done, you love it to death. You watch it 3 times a week. You think it's the best thing since blowjobs. Good for you. I'm happy for you. I'm going to be using right. Don't let us yuck your yum.
Oh no, trust me. That when it dropped, the nostalgia, and I knew, because look, we all love Power Rangers, so nostalgia is going to play a role in the feelings, good or bad, of it and stuff. And for a lot of folks, just seeing the old crew and Rocky and all of them, the nostalgia just hit them. It's like, oh shit, man, this
takes
is
you
great.
back to Saturday mornings. It's
and I get that. So for on that level, I understood everybody that loved it, and it was great. So I got it. It's just
not yucky yum. However, for people like me and you, CJ, who have been in the trenches since Mighty Morphin Day 1 and have never missed a season, who has watched everything, and who also watches the Japanese shows, who also consumes a lot of superhero shows in media. This special, I'll use the same analogy that I use when we watch it on the live stream. Is this a bad special? I don't think it's a bad special, but I also don't think it's a good special. I would liken this is like unseasoned chicken. Like, it's prepared okay, it's fine. There are no extra flourishes. It's just a cooked, unseasoned piece of chicken. Does it nourish me? Yes. Do I like chicken? Of course I like chicken.
We
Is
all
it a
do.
bad is it a badly prepared piece of chicken? Not necessarily. Would I want to eat this again? No. No, I wouldn't ask for this off the menu. No.
Nah, I wouldn't either. It's like, yeah, it exists.
It was there. It did what it needed to do at the time that it did it. Could have been prepared better. Well, here's the thing. We have notes.
Oh yeah. We have notes. I think the first thing is this. It's like, all right. I would have rather they say Trini died of cancer off screen.
I'm saying, like, I would
Then blow her up.
Or here's an idea, CJ. We didn't have to see her die, or she could not have just been dead. You didn't have to kill the character.
Yeah. I mean, and like I said, if you have to kill her, hey, pull a Chadwick. She died of cancer. All right. And that would have been fine.
We don't know.
Oh, yeah. We don't know the circumstances of what made her die. It's like anything but like ADR Trini getting lunged in the air and Krillin. And I'm like,
that's what got me when I saw that shit. Because then, I felt like a moment I was drinking crazy pill because I saw so many people going, that's a respectful way to handle the pass off. I'm like, not really, especially when y'all were all in your panties in a bunch about using digital images for the Flash movie or whatever.
bro,
Y'all were mad about that. And that's gross too. Like, I'm not giving that a pass. We need to have a conversation about using people's likenesses without their permission. But I find that this is equally gross because you brought the character back just to kill them and you use the dead actor's voice to do it. That shit made my skin crawl.
like I can understand JDF because he had just died, so it's like fine, right? Because he's there, Green Ranger's there, fine. You couldn't get Jason because you couldn't get Jason because, well, you know what's up with that, so there's no
Papa
need
John.
to go into
that.
But see, and Amy Jo has been busy, so I get it, totally understand.
And so, like, you didn't have to use the ADR voice. You didn't have to show the death on screen. You could have done something a little more tactful, something more artful, something, dare I say, a little more creative.
Gone for mysterious circumstances, and we would have been fine with that. We could have speculated what it could have been.
Or you could have just said Rita did it, and you could have like, well, how did she do it? It could have had us guessing. Because then now we have this logical fallacy with the special where Rita does that attack. It kills Trini, but then she doesn't use that attack ever again throughout the entire special. So, like, why weren't you just spamming it at all 5 of them motherfuckers? Like, I don't what
did you use all your power to do just to kill one person so you can't do it again? Is that what that is?
Right. Did you go, oh shit, was that a lucky strike? Did you like it hit the force field at the right molecular point? Like, so if I had a fucking one-hit Power Ranger kill move and I'm fighting 5,
not even Lord Zed had that shit.
Right. And I'm fighting 6 of these assholes. You think I'm not going to be using that every opportunity I get, motherfucker?
Because if you just said, hey, if I use this thing, it takes it out of me. Like, all right, that's
right.
Logical.
Or like it drains her, or like it sucks the essence out of her body. So she doesn't want to use that again. Or she's like, I need to find a way to do it so it doesn't hurt me to do it.
Like, all right, cool.
No, it looks like she was spamming it. Like she could have spammed that willy-nilly, you know?
Yeah, but it goes back to what you were saying. It's people that are behind it that really, it's like they might have thought on paper doing that to Trini was like impactful.
Right. It smacks of this was a first draft discussion. Like there was no thought put in it beyond, let's just do it on the screen because we can do it. Not thinking about how can it be impactful? How can we do it to make it make sense? And did you see this fucking ghoul, this fucking goblin online talking about the rejected ideas going, oh, we're going to cut to the broken and bloody suit at the bottom of the, are you a fucking asshole? Are you a fucking dick? Like, that's why I say I feel like the motherfucker does not have any social tact or any social intelligence.
Not even Super Sentai does that when people get killed. It's just
but like, motherfucker, read the damn room. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
The most you get a Super Sentai, it'd be on some Yamcha in a ditch.
Or you get the chopper gets splayed in your back like Yellow 4.
Yeah, it's just like, shit, but like, hey, dude, she got blown up. I don't think there was a bloody body. It's just dust.
Like, and why would you want to show that? And then this also answers my question, because I'm so confused when I was watching this special, CJ. Who the fuck is the target audience?
I think it's you know what the target audience is? It's a mix of us because nostalgia. That's fine because look, there were certain aspects of the special that look, that opening fight scene before said kill was actually pretty dope. Where the camera was shot and all that stuff, it was great. So it hit that. But then the other side of it is, but we want to reach the people that think Power Rangers is too kiddie and we're gonna do this. And I think that's the other side of it.
And I
Right
think
there.
that's it. And I'm gonna be honest. To me, you failed both groups.
It's like
Spectacularly.
you got like maybe 50% of the way, and then the other 50% just it.
The other 50%, the people who are running it, they kind of stuck the banana in their own tailpipe there.
Bro.
They kind of ran out of steam halfway through that special.
Because you know what it was? You know what got me? It's like, all right, Rita's out here trying to go over the world, right?
Mm-hmm.
You cannot cheap out on this big world spanning thing, because you know what would have been nice if you're gonna do this logic. If you're gonna do this logic that Rita is wreaking havoc all over the world, you mean to tell me you couldn't? And I would have took just people in suits, cut to like Lightspeed Rescue fighting.
That's all you had to
grunts,
do.
Cut to this, cut to that. So that way you can sell me on the world spanning aspect of it. So that when we do hear, oh shit, Rita, turn the other Rangers into that, it's like, okay, I believe, okay, cool.
Because we would have seen it's sustaining storytelling called show don't tell.
Yeah, because telling me, it's like, I mean, cool, it's nice to see it, but like,
and then it could have ramped up, like you said, it could have ramped up a threat. We could have had like allusions or callback to like all the Doomsday episodes of Power Rangers when it's like the Armageddon battle when they're fighting all the grunts and shit. You could have just did a quick. It could have been even done in the same goddamn soundstage. You could have went to the same fucking quarry y'all been going and gave us just a quick shot of all the Sentai suits. I'm sorry, Power Ranger suits fighting those upgraded putty patrols, or whatever the fuck. Just
even if it was just scale. 1 or 2 from each season, I've been like, all right, I'm fine with that.
I'm like, that's okay, cool. I get it. You could have did again a little micro countdown to destruction. You could have ramped up Rita's threat and show what she was trying to do. That would have been cool. But I feel like in their brain, I was like, this is the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger special. We can't show anybody else but Mighty Morphin, because people who stopped watching that Mighty Morphin are not gonna know who these suits are. But then we also
the fucking toys from the other seasons. So
I was just gonna say, but then we also want to sell these toys. So let's just toss them in a quick cameo and tell them they can buy them for $25.99 at Walmart.
And this special indicates why we felt some way about Hasbro leaning way too hard on MMPR and not the other season, because I get brand awareness, and then there's brand you shot yourself in the foot and not promoting the other seasons. Because how are people going to like Power Rangers if you're not talking about your other seasons?
If I stopped watching Power Rangers at Mighty Morphin, and then you show this toy that you clearly want me to buy, the Phantom Ranger, but I don't get to see the actual suit, and he just got his ass whooped and captured by Rita, why the fuck would I want to buy that toy?
But hey,
do you know the reason?
TJ the Turbo Power Ranger.
Oh, he got his ass whooped too. He's there. Yeah, he's right there. Yeah. Oh, okay. He's
right there. But buy it for $25.99. So
it is what it is. Okay, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. Is anybody thinking about these things? Like, no, like you have to, like, this is the thing that I feel I know what that Toei has perfected over 60 so odd years of doing this shit. Is like even the characters who get jobbed out, like those 2 dudes from Build, I keep memeing on. Rogue and Greasy. Hey, even those 2 motherfuckers that I memed on, they still get moments to shine because the end goal is they want to sell the toys. So you have to give them shit cool to do to make people want to go and buy I want the figure, or I want the belt, or I want the role play toy. Like, you have to actually use the toys in the toy box to get people to want to buy the fucking toys.
Yeah, because
like, am I saying something out of pocket here?
Look, even when they do Superhero Tyson ZJ or whatever the hell and stuff, they'll throw in the other fucking previous Sentai series, and you don't even really need to see the actors underneath the mask. It's just, well, they're here. Throw them out there and have them fighting grunts, and it's like,
and then give them something cool to do. They get like cool moments or cool shots, so you get to see cool combinations. Like,
and that's a good way to celebrate 30th anniversary, and not just
show the legacy, show where it all led up to, and where it's going. You know what I'm saying?
Just MMPR 1 through 3 vibes.
And then not even good MMPR 1 through 3 vibes. It's like MMPR read through Wikipedia vibes. You know what I'm saying?
With a dash of boom comic sensibilities.
Right. Cause like, what's scripts from the Booms real quick? Let's just throw in one liner here.
Look, I did say this earlier. When Cal Higgins entered that chat about that shit with Power Rangers, I fucking hollered.
Bro, when Cal Higgins roasts you, you need to rethink your life. Go home and be a family man.
Look, it's not like me and Prime talk cash shit about Cal Higgins. We just said, hey, we know what Cal is capable of doing. It's just Power Rangers wasn't it. And
his heart wasn't in it. That's okay. That's fine.
Yeah, and that's fine. And he found where his heart lied at, and it worked out for him.
He's doing gangbusters. I'm happy for the man.
So when Cal is like, yo, you can still keep Toku's sensibilities and Power Rangers. I'm just saying, like.
And then what's so fucking crazy about that statement? To go on a side tangent. The example that P-Brain motherfucker uses, and I hate to be so rude, but it makes me so angry. But the example that guy uses is fucking One Piece. The example he uses is the fucking show that stuck so close to the source material. I would say sometimes that I thought that it didn't shy away what it was. It was very sincere. There was anybody poking fun at it. There were rubber suits and shit galore in that.
Bro.
You dumb bastard.
They cite One Piece to show that, like you said, literally was like, they could have like, when me and Prod did that show, I was sitting back and I was like, they could have fucked this up so many goddamn ways, and they didn't. And it's just our issues with it was just for minor things. Yeah.
But they stuck to what made One Piece One Piece. They stuck to the source, and they were sincere. Treating your source with respect and actual forethought and care will lead you to a successful product. What a fucking concept in 2023. The audacity. The fucking hubris.
Yeah, and I think past that, it's like I like the idea of Robo Rita. Don't get it twisted. I like it. I like the idea that hey,
cool.
Her essence still, the essence of her still survived after Countdown to Destruction. All right, cool. That makes sense. Got you. I mean, obviously, look, we saw that in Lightspeed Rescue. Lightspeed Rescue, Lost Galaxy. That the wave didn't exactly hit everybody. So I'm like, all right, that's fair.
Right. And we do know that Monster Hell exists in Lightspeed Rescue.
Yeah. So it's like, all right, that's fair. We can dig that and stuff. So I didn't mind Robo Rita, Robo Snizzer, the Minotaur, and all that stuff. It was great.
I thought that was a clever use of continuity. One of the few times I can say that in that special.
I thought, old girl that played Trini's daughter, I thought she was fine. I liked the My Two Dads aspect of Zach and Billy. in that. I was like, all right, cool.
I was about to make a joke, but I know how David Yost, he gets in his feelings about that shit. It's like, no, Billy is not gay. I'm gay. Billy's not.
Billy's not. Like, all right, just want to make that perfectly clear.
Okay, David, my bad. Just let me keep the jokes. I'll keep the jokes.
Hey, you know what? But I appreciate this. Is something I appreciated though. I appreciate how they still alluded that like Billy and Trini were an item.
You know what? I hate to be that guy. That's his damn kid.
Trini
tell him. Y'all can get mad at me if you want to, but Trina is like, she doesn't need two parents at a Power Range. She don't even know that.
Yeah.
Y'all can get mad at me if you want to.
Is it like, was it fucking Kanan and what's her face is their kid? And it's like, yeah,
right.
That's Kanan's whole ass kid. That's Kanan's kid. That's his whole ass kid. I was like, yeah,
that's his old ass child. Hell nah, bro.
The kid popped up at the end of Rebels. I was like, yeah, of course Kanan got it on. I mean, that's
of course
obvious.
I'm gonna say,
he did. I don't blame him.
If he didn't smash Hera, I would have jumped through the screen and did it my damn self. What you talking about?
Look, hey, when you go blind, that sympathy pussy hits. Hate to say it like that, but
I mean, I did this for you, baby. I never. It's all right because you're the last thing I never saw. It's okay, baby. It's okay, baby. It's all good, baby.
I hate anybody that thought that. Look, side tangent. I laughed that everybody really thought Kanan was the mysterious guy after he got fucking killed. Spoilers in Ahsoka. The Ahsoka murked.
First of all,
I laughed my ass off. I'm like, why couldn't he just be a regular grunt? I'm happy that they didn't make him somebody else. Like, no, he's just a regular fucking grunt. That's it.
Hold on. My thing is like, why is he the only one lightsabers apparently effect now? Like everybody else been getting stabbed, they been getting up. He the only motherfucker that had been dying recently. Like, are you for real right now?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. When my man fucking imploded, I was like, you know what? I'm glad he's a nobody. I'm so glad. Just kill all this. He's Star Killer. Look, we're gonna do a fucking Ahsoka fucking damn thing because that shit had me in tears. Motherfuckers were
Man,
really pissed off about that. I was like, no, why are you pissed off? Disney didn't fucking tell you who it was. It was just like, yo, y'all just theorized it. I was like, he's just a grunt. It makes sense. Like, what the fuck are we doing here?
no, I'm still on like, how come this motherfucker he gets stabbed with a lightsaber and he dead, but all these other assholes still walking around? Hold
Look,
on now.
it's called plot armor, sir. If you ain't Sabine or Ahsoka, you just implode. I don't
I'm
make
like,
the rules. I
hold
don't
the
make
fuck up.
I don't make the rules, Prime. All right. Hey,
Why?
also, if you're a fan favorite character, you get stabbed, you get a noble death. See Darth Maul.
I'm gonna say fucking Qui-Gon on the other side looking like, ain't this about a bitch?
At least Qui-Gon got a death and got burned. You know, he didn't implode and die. So it was like, all right, cool.
Man turned into mist and popped. I was like, come on, dog.
It's like he couldn't even get a burning, nothing, just implode and die, huh? All right, cool.
That man got the Z Putty Patrol treatment.
Prime, I swear to God, I envisioned the Z noise effects after they get punched when it happened.
Because I remember all the motherfuckers talking about is that Sam Whitworth? I'm like, it didn't sound like Sam Whitworth. I'm like,
It really
maybe
did.
just okay, y'all be y'all.
It wasn't Star Killer, I can tell you that fucking much.
Yeah, they're probably saving it for that Darth Vader show we're getting. I'm telling y'all, get ready because it's happening. We are getting a Darth Vader show. It's coming.
I hate you, Prime. I hate you.
Just get ready for it. Just accept it now, so that it'll hurt less later.
Tell you where, you know what. Speaking of Z Putty Patrollers, I was happy to see them. Alongside,
I'm not mad at that.
I was happy with that. That was again great throwback and stuff. Okay. For the people that's all about Power Rangers use CGI, I was not over the moon with the Zord fight, to be honest.
I thought that was one of the worst parts of the special.
Look, when Japan can do CGI Zord battles better than you done goofed, and you got Hollywood production behind you. So,
and I mean, like, I laughed. Like
I should be laughing at that because it's like I should be like, oh shit, CGI Zord, and it's like I'd rather see the '94 movie.
I was just gonna say the '93 movie looked better. I hate to be an asshole, but it did. Sorry, sorry.
It's like Netflix. You got money. You couldn't like beef up the fucking shit a little bit,
or you could have just or you could have done something cheaper and just built the fucking practical suit.
Yeah, Turbo Power Rangers movie did it. It was great.
I mean, Toei does it all the goddamn time,
bro.
I mean, if you just really had to flex the CGI, you could have had CGI for the individual Zords. That's fine, okay, because they're not going to be on screen that long, and you could have just combined into the physical suit.
I'd rather they did pull the Power Rangers Zeo in the finale and they just grow giant for no fucking reason. That saves your money right there if you really wanted to.
Right.
That's just me.
And I'm gonna say, like, I feel like they thought that they had to check that box. They had to have a Zord battle. It wasn't a good Zord battle. The limbs in your Zord look really fucking weird.
It didn't hit like it should have. That's the issue more than anything, because I should be hyped for it.
Bro, on paper, that should have been the money shot of the whole fucking special. A damn Megazord fight on the moon.
Mm-hmm.
My dick should be rock hard.
Yep. Yeah. I saw that shit and I was like, huh?
What a waste. And like, what toy did they model that?
I mean, look, when they did the whole homage to the Zords coming out of their hiding places, I was like, all right, it's an interesting take. I can dig it. And then it's like, okay, I like the combination and stuff, but like, it's just the final product when they got to the Zord. It's like, huh?
That's it.
It feels off.
It feels so hollow, so empty. Like it didn't have the same impact. Like the shit didn't hit like it should have been hitting, man.
Oh man, but Prime, they want Power Rangers to go CGI.
Right. They want this like this is a prelude. I mean, like, look, this is the shit they're gonna do. This is the level of quality that they're gonna do when they're all original.
Bro, Power Ranger, look, Gow Ranger. I believe that was the season they went CGI with the Zords.
I was just gonna say, bro, the CGI and Gow Ranger look 10 times better.
That shit hit.
And how old is that show?
Gow Ranger is like 2000. Oh, Gow Ranger is
2001. 2001.
Yeah, 2001. Like, and that was a mix of CGI and Zord and practical.
And that shit hit different. That shit. Look, you think I'm meme? Y'all like, you bullshit? Nah, bro. Look at the lion side by side with that fucking Megazord, and tell me that lion doesn't look better. You fucking lying.
That's 2001.
2001 CGI looks way better.
Look, you know what scene from Gow Ranger and even Wild Force that I love? The Pele, as I dub it, the Pele Megazord.
Oh yeah, with the con kick. Hell yeah, that shit dope.
Yeah. That shit was dope as shit, and it still holds up. It's like that shit looks pretty good, and that's why I'm looking at folks. I'm like, if you're going to do CGI, you have to blend it both together with CGI and practical, because it's like once you start doing all CGI, it has to be.
They have to enhance. They have to enhance each other. You have to commit to the. You have to commit to the bit. You have to help. You have to use both elements to build the illusion convincingly.
Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, CJ, correct me if I'm wrong, but I saw somewhere that this special was filmed in like 2 weeks. Was that right?
So,
because if that's true,
shit.
Because if that's true, it fucking shows.
The cast had weeks of rehearsals in Auckland. Filming occurred over the course of 12 days. That's some Tyler Perry ass shit right there.
Man, that is some fly by the ass. And
bear in mind, Power Ranger. Here's my thing. Here's the thing, Prime. For a special, I'm not even gonna knock because it was 55 minutes, right? I'm not even gonna knock you for 12 days, right? Because my thing, it should have been at least a month tops.
Because that would have given you time to work on some better choreography for your fight scenes.
Yes.
That would have given you some time to work on some redressing for your subpar script.
Mm-hmm.
Would have given you some time to, think about where you want to take the characters, where you want to commit your real estate to your 55 minutes. Because do we really need to have that scene with Trini's daughter and the rat bug? Do we need to have it? Could you have moved the gay rescue scene to when the putties were attacking in that city park?
Yeah.
And condensed it a little bit and save that action beat for literally anything else?
Yeah. Because, like, if I look up, because let's see, what was it? Magic Ranger, Deca Ranger. Because usually the average special, because Super Sentai does these specials in a way, right? They always did it, whether even past like the 10-year stuff, they do the little team up specials. And those team up specials last like what, hour and a half, maybe hour 10, 20, usually. Like the
first something ones. Like that.
Mm-hmm. And it'd be the most simplest of plots, and they get it done in like an hour 20 minutes, and it's like, this is actually pretty good. And it's like,
and you don't notice. You don't fucking notice.
And I think that's my disappointment. This could have been like it's like, I think my disappointment lies in, if this special was actually on point, this could have been the start of, all right, Once and Always was good. How about we do a Once and Always version of, I don't know, like fucking Zeo or something, or Turbo, in space.
Just keep going.
Just do it all. Just do all those different ones and revisit those characters within reason. Obviously, if you can get in contact with everybody and their schedules line up, and it could work. So, yeah.
Back to your point about how the specials for the Sentai is like maybe an hour and 16 minutes, an hour and 30 minutes or whatever. Like, the specials just go by. Like, you don't notice the time is going by. This shit, bro, I felt every second of it going through.
swear to God, if Legend of the White Dragon ends up being everything that we wanted this special to be, I was like, yo, JDF got the fucking last laugh.
I'm going to laugh.
And I don't even hate Legend of the White Dragon, but I'm like, if this shit is hitting what JDF was trying, if Legend of the White Dragon, because it got delayed
better
until next
once
year.
and always. If it's a better once and always, I'm going to say right now, I'm going to apologize to y'all because I'm going to be so fucking insufferable on the timeline.
Bro, I am going to pull the Shaq. I'm sorry, I didn't recognize your game meme.
Bro, I'm going to be insufferable all up and down the timeline. I'm going to be tagging everybody. I'm going to be tagging Cookie. I'm going to be tagging Hunter. I'm going to be tagging Hash, bro. I'm going to be acting the goddamn fool.
That's what it is. I owe you an apology. I wasn't really familiar with your game. That's going to be me like, oh, perhaps JDF was onto something here.
Right. Maybe y'all should have asked him to be in once and always, you punk bitches.
Well, he already said, like, look, I remember when he was live, he's like, look, I've done enough for this franchise. I want to focus on this film. And I was like, you know what? I respect
that's
that.
fair. But you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. If you had asked JDF, like, Jason,
we'll let you have controlling interest in this if you do this.
Like, Jason, it's the 30th for the fans. If you just came to and said Jason,
he would have did that shit. He would have been like, all right,
you
time
right.
for me to put this green bandana back on. Get back
on, get that pleather shield on real quick. Let's go.
No, here's my thing. I feel JDF would have been like, look, if you're gonna have me in this, I should have controlling interest in the script. And I'd be like, you know what? I would have pulled the T'Challa, get that man a shield. All right, let that man cook.
Get that man that gold shield.
Let him cook. Let's see what he can do with this. Because, the fact that JDF, like, I really felt that Ninja Steel team up with the other Rangers, I felt was better than this.
Me too.
Because even if I strip away the Master Morphin fight between Tommy and his twin, it still was like a fine special. It wasn't Forever Red, but it's like, yeah, you know what? That was actually a competent little team up and stuff,
You got to see the other Rangers in their suits. They all got moments and things to do,
Yeah, and it's just like with this, it's like you had it and it just felt like there was something missing. Like it hit the nostalgia, but it just felt like it could have been more than chicken. Yes.
Unseasoned chicken.
It's like giving me chicken with like the bare minimum of like salt and pepper. That's it.
Right. Not what? Just pepper. Just pepper.
That requires it to be spicy. I didn't really get
you're right.
Spice.
Salt, no pepper. My bad.
Salt, no pepper. So that means there was a kick to it, and the kick wasn't exactly kicking. It's like
it's like it made you go, but you didn't go, well, that wasn't satisfying at all.
Yeah. No, it's like I think that's the core of why I think this special speaks on the core of why like there's this trepidation about Hasbro wanted to reboot Power Rangers and Simon's whole little spiel about how to make Power Rangers this thing to appeal to mainstream. And I think it's just, as a company, you have to believe in your product and stick by it and not be afraid of it. Because, like, look, I can talk cash shit about Saban, and yeah, he needed to throw money behind Power Rangers, but I can at least say he wasn't afraid of what the fucking show was.
Right. He knew what it was, and they leaned into those strengths. Like, people talk mad shit about Saban. We talk mad shit about Saban.
Oh yeah, he's cheap and all that stuff, but it's like
under Saban, we got what? In Space, Zeo, Time Force, Lost Galaxy, Lightspeed Rescue. Come on, man.
But look, I also want people to point out something here. Folks are like, y'all sitting up there getting revisionist history about, wanting Disney to own Power Rangers. I'm like, yeah, because when Disney owned Power Rangers, they just sat back and collect money and didn't say shit until they went over budget.
What's that fucking Thanos meme? Like, perhaps I judged you too harshly.
Yeah, look, me and Prime talked about that when we did the RPM episode, and we say it all the time. It's like Disney did, as much as they were trying to like make Power Rangers into this a boys thing, they eventually was like, you know what? Why are we fighting this shit? We're making money. What the fuck are we talking about? And they let Power Rangers do whatever the fuck they want. And then RPM came and they kind of got a little too close to the sun with the budget. They were like, oh, whoa. How much we spend? Nah.
Hell no. Shut that shit down.
Shut down.
Shut it down and wrap it up. Get his ass out of here.
But even Disney was just like, all right, do what you want. Cool.
Yeah, RPM was the last season. They were like, they letting that contract run out, and they were like, yeah, we done, whatever. Like,
Yeah,
well, what?
but prior to that, they were just like, yeah, do whatever. We don't care. Like,
Right. Well, that's how we got shit like SPD. How we got shit like Dino Thunder, Ninja Steel. I mean, Ninja Storm, Ninja Storm, Ninja Storm,
yeah.
Ninja Storm.
I mean, look, even with Operation Overdrive, like the Once a Ranger thing, like, look, that was
I'm
dope.
not gonna lie. That shit was better than Once and Always.
Nigga.
Fucking fight me.
It look, in our discrepancy with Once a Ranger was just like, I think we were nitpicking it a lot for certain things, especially with Rita and Zed's kid. It was like, that's a thing, I
where
guess.
the fuck he come from? Like,
yeah, we were really like, look, when I think back to that moment when that happened, we were on the message boards like, what the fuck is this shit? What the hell did this happen?
Who's this asshole?
But at the same time, we were like, well, shit, Adam's back. This is great. All right, cool. You know what? I think it was just Zed and Rita's kid. We were like, he's a thing, I guess. Sure.
Not for long though. Yeah, spoilers. My bad.
Spoilers. He dies. So
my fault.
Which good riddance.
I mean,
very
nothing of value was lost.
Gotta be honest with you, that was very pre OC before OC was a thing with Boom Studios. So
I mean,
the half resent mask. Shit,
I didn't think you could make a more edgier version or more try hard version of Lord Zed, but damn it, my man.
Hey, look, they were the Disney era Power Rangers were doing things, and hey, sometimes it hit, sometimes it didn't. That was just one of those moments it didn't work. It was just like, hey, we tried.
They were shooting for the moon.
But that's all it is. It's just like, yo, shoot for the moon. I think Hasbro is just more concerned with just playing it safe, which
they don't care. It's like that's not just it. That's they just don't care.
But I say don't care. It goes into playing it safe, but you're playing it way too goddamn safe to where it's not that good.
And I hate to keep bringing this up, but I really do believe that conspiracy theory that they just bought Power Rangers to take off one of the biggest competitors off the board. Because like I saw that post today, somebody was like, how come Hasbro hasn't crossed over Power Rangers with their other IP? Well, you see, that's because they care about the other IP.
Power Rangers is like...
And somebody responds to me with like a picture of a fucking My Little Pony repainted as the Pink Ranger, a picture of the Black Ranger with snake eyes, and like a page from a magazine that talked about possibilities of crossover. So I'm like, okay, so they care by having an easy-ass repaint. A fucking illustration they probably paid some dude $10, $25 for, and a fucking page literally selling you a pipe dream. Are y'all fucking for real right now?
I'm gonna be real. Look, if Hasbro wasn't trying to tank it, if Power Rangers crossed over with fucking G.I. Joe, I think Hasbro would be feeling some way that Power Rangers supersedes G.I. Joe, and they'd be like, "Oh, we can't have that shit."
CJ, and I'm like, how long has this been? We haven't gotten Power Rangers Transformers. What the
money prints itself here. It prints itself.
What are we doing? I would give you that treatment for free. Like it not only does the money print itself, the crossover writes itself. Like, what are y'all doing?
You already printed money on the movie side, even if you might not be huge on it with the fucking G.I. Joe shit at the end of the last Transformers movie. So it's like you clearly have somebody there that knows about printing money, and yet you drop all this shit.
And I'm not even saying like a movie or a cartoon. I'm like, give us a comic book, give us a toy line. Like, what are you doing?
Dude, even fucking IDW knows better. Like, look, like with Ghostbusters, right? They somehow took the 2016 Ghostbusters group of characters and intertwined them with the IDW Ghostbusters stuff, and it's actually really good.
Yeah, they got the IDW Ghostbusters shit is some really great Ghostbusters stories.
Like, I didn't think it was possible because at first I was like, I don't know, man. You're gonna take this, and I'm like reading through it, and I was like, this is actually pretty good. Fuck.
Also got Homegirl from Extreme Ghostbusters. Now I haven't checked it in a while. Have they used Eduardo yet?
They use him a little bit.
Okay, so then I gotta jump back in because that's my guy.
Yeah. But it's like that's the thing with Hasbro. It's like, bro, like you have Power Rangers at your beckoning to do whatever, and you still like just like you're just it's not even the bag. It's not even the good bare minimum, because here's the funny part. We've seen Toei's bare minimum, and that shit runs circles around Hasbro's bare minimum.
Moonwalks. Moonwalks all over Hasbro's bare minimum.
Because Toei's bare minimum is like, I mean, we're gonna make money off this shit, but I guess sure.
But say Toei's bare minimum is a crossover special, a summer movie, a return special, and a 10 years anniversary. Like, I guess we'll do this.
Thank you. It'd be the most like just ho hum. Like, I guess we gotta do it, and we eat it. And it's like
you shall receive, I guess.
And we eat it up, and it's like, yo, if Hasbro even did that, I'd probably be like, all right, you got me, Hasbro, but you can't even do that. Like, God,
not
damn,
even the bare minimum. They're doing less than the bare minimum. They're just letting the brand exist.
Like, I should be hype over Dark Ranger and Cosmic Fury, and I'm just like, that's cool, I guess. Sure.
Bro. This is the season. This is the finale of the original Power Ranger universe. This is supposed to be a monumental moment. CJ, I do not give a fuck. I do not care.
I should be hyped. Look, Prime. I should be hyped to see Billy in his suit teaming up with the fucking
being a mentor.
Being a mentor and teaming up with the other Rangers. I should be hyped. That should be great to see. And I'm like,
my dick should be oiled up and I should be beating that shit right now. I don't care.
It's like, it's all right. It's cool.
Whatever. That's cool.
he in the Megazord with the other Rangers.
No,
I'm not even hype. It's like, it's cool.
Look what they've done to us, CJ. Look what they've done to us.
Dude, you were already there prior to me. I'm like, I'm broken now. Fuck. Like, I didn't think I would ever reach this point. I'm just like broken. Like, damn.
What we could have been, where we could have gone.
And like
shaking my damn head.
And it's like, look, I appreciate all the actors behind Once and Always. They put
love y'all to death.
They put their best foot forward with everything, and I think that's the thing.
The production crew. Oh my gosh, the fucking suits, the updated suits they did for the Jew Ranger suits. Those suits look immaculate, and it's like, I think somebody was it Sentai 5 or was it
It might have been Sentai
5 or was it Kita, where they were like, this is the first time that an American Dragon Ranger suit looks like the actual fucking Dragon Ranger suit with the right color shade and shit. Immaculate, fantastic.
Still better than the Cosmic Fury suits. That's a damn shame.
Hands, it's
that's a damn shame.
Right.
Look, and I think that's the thing. It's like when you have actors that you love and they just work with the material it is. I think that's what kept us still watching the special, because it's like, oh shit, Rocky's back. Hey, Cat's here. We see Johnny and Karen. Johnny, Adam and Aisha is back as the SPA. I wish they did something more with that, but all right, and it's like they, it's. I think that's the other aspect of it that probably made a lot of people love the special a lot, is because the actors came in and just, they knew the assignment. They knew what they needed to do.
They gave a shit.
Even down to Barbara Goodson being fucking Rita.
She killed that shit, bro.
Man,
best part of the special, hands down.
Scenery without question. Shit talking the whole time. Bro, look. We might have fucking talked cash shit about how they killed Trini, but the fact that Rita was like, yeah, I killed her. What you gonna do now?
Right. Pull up. You know where I'm at.
Pull up. I'm at her gravesite. What the fuck you gonna do now? I'm like, yo.
Right. What you gonna do about it, bitch?
Like, that was like pure Lord Zed season 2 level of energy. I was like, yes.
I'm like, cook, girl. Cook, Rita.
I need more of this, please. Oh my god. But like I said, I think that's the other side of it. Despite like our nitpicks, it's like the fucking actors came in and they knew what the fuck they had to do, and it's like, god damn it, you got me.
Right. And look, people say we're harsh critics. I don't think we're harsh critics. I think we are very easy to please, and it's a testament to how shit things are that they can't clear our bars.
Because again, it's like people keep going. It's going back to what we were talking about earlier when it comes to Power Rangers, where it's like people think, oh, you just wanted to be one for one with like the Sentai. I'm like, no, we don't. Like, bro,
when the fuck have we said that? Show me where I've said that.
One of the most beloved seasons of Power Rangers that everybody loves, In Space, has jack shit to do with the video game theme of fucking Mega Ranger. So what the fuck are you talking about? Like,
right, the video game high school theme, which is hilarious to me. That is the actual season in high school is when they would go like, let's graduate these niggas off screen.
it's like, bro, like, so it's like, dog, like, what are you talking about? Like, we're not asking for a one for one. It's just like, yo, get some people behind it that's like not afraid of the material. Like, you want to elevate the material, cool, but you can elevate it without like being all like poo poo. We don't want the Toku stuff and rubber monsters. And no, don't. Like, I'm not watch. Look, do not CW5. Do not pull a Smallville with Power Rangers. It won't work.
They're going to, and when it doesn't work, they're gonna blame us.
Like, the only reason why Smallville to me worked is because Teenage Superman, it can work within the spectrum of like that show.
And it has worked in the comics. My thing about it is like they're not gonna do it in a way that's gonna work. They're gonna do it in a way that's gonna save them money, so they don't have to film fight scenes or create suits or fight monsters. A lot of it is
talking about how they beat up putties.
Right, talking how they beat up putties off screen. A lot of it's gonna be teenage angst in hallways talking about their fucking feelings. And if we're lucky, we might get a 2-minute fight at the end of an episode. You can keep that shit.
I mean, look, it says a lot when even Arrow knew the assignment on how to do fight scenes, and you know, we everybody knows how me and Prime feel about Arrow in that show, and even like I would take a Power Ranger show that's like Arrow with the fight scenes. You know, I know that's sacrilege to say, but like
the fact that we don't have Sakamoto around is a fucking crime. You know what I mean?
I mean, look, he's in his safe space with Kamen Rider
and Ultraman. Have you watched Ultraman Regulus yet?
Yeah, I've been watching it. I've been watching it. It's been
not Blazar. Not Blazar.
Oh, my bad. No, I didn't see that. No, I didn't see that. I didn't see the other one.
When you can, like, it's just the net special. It's like a Kung Fu Ultraman movie done by Sakamoto is a web special. It's not the best thing ever, but the action choreography is so competent. I forgot what really competent stunt choreography can look like. We're doing Toku, and yeah, Blazer has also been really amazing.
Yeah, man, look, that.
Did you watch the last week's episode?
Didn't too. I got it on the deck. I need to watch it,
bro. It is I'm not gonna oversell it, but it's the best episode this season, and I feel like it's gonna in my top 10 Ultraman episodes all time.
Look, the fact that Sakamoto was doing Kamen Rider Yeats, I was like, yeah, it shows. It 100% shows. Can't deny that. I mean, it's just. Yeah, like I said, you know, if Cosmic Fury, we're definitely going to be talking about Cosmic Fury when it drops.
I don't know why you promising that, bro. I gotta watch that shit now. I don't want to.
I mean, I'll watch it for us and give you the lowdown. I might get Rolliver on whenever he's free, and we can, you know, give our thoughts on it a little bit and let you kind of sit back and observe.
Yeah, I'll just listen. How about that?
Commentate. Or just watch clips on YouTube because you know that shit's gonna leak on YouTube. You know.
Or watch fucking on. Oh yeah, I just kick back and watch Twitter. You know, they'll be posting clips and shit and screenshots. Yeah. I'm good.
Yeah. You know, so you know, once and always, it's. Oh man, if Netflix wasn't such a stickler and not showing their fucking ratings and numbers and stuff, I'm really curious to see what the once and always numbers was looking like.
I really would be curious because people were talking about it for like 2 days and then absolutely nothing.
I would say at least on my timeline, it was for like a smooth week and then it just died off. It fell off a cliff after a week.
Wow. Like I said, I got a good 2 days and then absolute silence. And I find that pretty fucking hilarious because I follow a lot of Toku people and even they weren't talking about that shit.
Well, I mean, it was more so like regular folks too, because I mean, I have like a mix of Toku and then regular folks, and there were people like, "Hey, did y'all see this Power Rangers show on Netflix and stuff?" And everybody was watching it, and you know, everybody's like, "Oh man, you know, Walter Jones still looks fine." Da 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 da. And I was like, "Oh, you know, people still talking about it." And then following week, crickets.
So. Right, silence.
So it did. Look, it did its job of getting a quick burn, but you know.
Is that what like this? That's so depressing, CJ. Is that what entertainment is now? Quick fucking burns.
It's a quick burn.
Depressing, man.
I mean, look, you see how dog. When Marvel was putting when the MCU Disney Plus shows and Mandalorian and the Star Wars shows were coming out for weekly episodes. You saw how many people were pissed off that they couldn't watch it all in one hit. I'm like, guys, you would not survive the network television era if you pissed off about this.
But people kept talking about the shows, though. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. Like, bro, even if you didn't like What If, right? At least people were still talking about the goddamn show every week. Like, come on. Like, it's like that's the point. The point is to bring it back to the network television era where you were talking about the shows, and it brought longevity because even after the show was over, people were still talking about it.
Like, that's how a lot of shows survive, by picking up a second wind with like word of mouth and people rising the viewership and shit. I'm trying to think, what are some shows like, that's how shows used to thrive back in the day. That's how you used to find their audience. Like, but we're not giving them time to find audiences because people aren't concerned about TV shows and about art as a medium. They're just concerned about content they just want another widget on their streaming platform. You know what I mean?
Bro, people were talking about Andor for weeks. Every week it came out, we were constantly talking about Andor. Like, oh shit, like this is a great ass show.
That show was fucking fantastic. That show was so fucking good.
Now imagine you binge it. After a week, people would have fucking stopped. It would have been like, Andor
First of all, could you imagine trying to binge that show? Because that show is a slow ass burn,
bro. 3 episodes, and it's like, all right, it's getting somewhere.
That show was not designed to be binged. I'm gonna tell you that right now. No.
Yo, if that shit came on weekly, we will all been on the edge of our seats, like, what the fuck's gonna happen next week, man? This is crazy, right? Which again, look, for all the shit Disney does, I was like, at least to give them credit, they were like, you know what? Let's not do the binge model. Let's just release this shit weekly. Fuck it.
Right. Dry the subscribe count.
Try the subscribe count. Let's just do that because that's how networks did it. To get people to keep watching their channel, they was like, hey, tune in to NBC for blah 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 show. Tune in to Fox for this show. And I think that's what sucks about Power Rangers is that, like, even when Nickelodeon had it, there was this thing of like Saturday hit. You were still kind of like interested on what's gonna happen on Beast Morphers this week on Nickelodeon in a way. And then they went to Netflix and binge model, and then it's like, well,
no one cares.
Yeah, it's like people watch Dino Fury, and it's like, all right, cool, and then dead after like 3 days.
Right.
And I'm being nice on the 3 days because it's really after like a day and a half, and then crickets until somebody else brings up something about it, and then we're back to talking about it. So, but yeah, we'll be back with some good vibes. Ultraman Gaia,
which is really fucking good.
Oh yes. Be back on that tip, and I feel between now and then, I feel there's gonna be probably like a ton more Toku news and Power Ranger news that's gonna crop up because that's just our luck. That's our luck.
Right. So hold on. If we do Ultraman Gaia next week, hold on. Where are we at? Okay, we do Ultraman Gaia next week,
which coincides with Cosmic Fury.
I feel like we should do Ultraman Gaia on the 29th. Let's just be straight up assholes.
We could. That you know what?
Let's counter program.
Yeah, let's counter program. Let's do that. That, and then afterwards we look at everybody's live reaction to Cosmic Fury. Like either A, they'd be like, "What the fuck was that?" or B.
So here's my thing. Like, this is my hot take. This is my prediction.
All right.
Okay. I feel like the people who dick ride Pookie are just gonna dick ride Dookie even harder. They're gonna say this is the greatest thing ever.
On some I told you so.
They're gonna be on some like, I told you it's the greatest thing ever. Like, y'all just negative, be negative. Y'all just toxic. Okay, whatever. Yeah. People like us.
We're trying to be fair. Like, let's see what happens, and then
we're gonna try to be fair. We're gonna give it a fair chance, as much as a fair chance as we can give it. But I feel like the people we need to be watching and paying attention to are the people who don't give a fuck about Pookie, the people who don't know shit about drama, and the people who are just like, they want to check it out and see what Power Rangers is up to. Like, we need to see what's the middleman's, what is their viewpoint? You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I think that's the thing. It's like me, look, as much as I enjoy Dino Fury, I can also tell like something got lost once they started saying, okay, we're going to do Cosmic Fury, and then they started doing, because again, I have zero problems with wanting to do something original, but it's just when there's clearly something missing, like emotion and in this in energy and something
And
there's
writing.
and writing that's missing, you could tell even from the trailer that it's like something's off.
Yeah, man, that trailer, I was like, yes, girl, give us nothing.
And to me, it's just me. I'm just sitting back like, all right, let's just get these 10 episodes over with. Let's see what happens. And there's some people, we didn't mention this before, but there were some people that got early screeners for Cosmic Fury, and it created this
And
mini.
niggas was mad.
It
My
created a
motherfuckers
mini.
was mad.
It created a mini civil war of like, how do these people get it? They don't love Power Rangers, and they got it, and I didn't, and da 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 da. And I'm like, frankly speaking, are you sure this is the hill you want to die on Power Ranger screeners? Because even I'm just like, I'll wait for it to drop before I sit there and be begging for a goddamn screener. Like the fuck.
Number one, who the fuck are you? Number one.
Yeah.
Number two. So what makes you more deserving of it than them? Because you air quote love Power Rangers. That means you're just gonna deep throat it without any critical fucking thought.
Hey, somebody said it best. Y'all complaining about not getting screeners, but do y'all remember the fact that your favorite content creators for Power Rangers came about because they were jaded, they weren't selected for the Power Force.
That's right. I forgot, dude. I
Man,
totally forgot.
and when he said that, I was like, oh shit, he's right.
Bro, I forgot the Power Force existed. Forgot about that shit.
Oh, the amount of people that were feeling some way because they didn't get selected for the Power Force and just like, fuck you, I'm gonna make my own. I was like, yo, it's a lot of
with flapjack and hookers.
Bro, just like, I was like, bro, y'all, that's like the Larry David, the Spike coffee shop that he did.
Right.
I was like, oh man, y'all.
I mean, you're not wrong though.
Look, I mean, so yeah,
so
that's hilarious. We'll see. So yeah, with that in mind, that is it for the Zenith Negroes.
Until the 29th and beyond.
We're out. Peace.
Auf Wiedersehen.
That boy is Benny Hanna.